Piece of metal here. No ballast. My job's around the corner, so I'm going to the alley to park in the back. Looks like a late 60s type duplex, fairly big. See, these are areas I never even look for scrap metals. There's lots of areas to look. It's endless, never ending. So appliance right there, see? Sitting right there, dryer, see? That's what I call. You gotta need an empty vehicle at all times because the stuff is out there. There's a metal right there too. A little bit too big to deal with for now, but I'll take this dryer. Oh, the door's heavy. Just gonna shuffle a few things over. It's a printer right there too. I thought it was a computer for a second. Take a double take. See, this will probably almost be my gas. It's got the cord on it. Nope, it's gone. It's very late. Slippery thing. Oh, hear that? Oh, you hear that? It's got money. Maybe I'll pay my gas just in change. I'm gonna grab this printer here. Ask that guy about that. Is it on this property or I was thinking of taking those. It's probably like a halfway house. So many of those around here. Old druggies. You can tell they lounge out, sit outside. So my job's a couple over. Well, hey. It's not bad. See, as I said, there's stuff everywhere. That's a duplex too. I was gonna ask about these things here, but jack right there, this thing you brought. I'd say that's garbage. See right there, but the job's here anyways. Let's see what's in my job. Oh, it could be like a crack shack. It's kind of a rough neighborhood here, actually. Okay, let me figure out, get the keys, locations. We'll do a quick tour. Do a little tour for a second here. Just look in the back here. Sheds are always interesting. Lots of junk. Lots of bottles, tools. Some grow-up equipment, looks like. I'm gonna ask the builder about this stuff. Let me find the key here, stand by. It's getting so windy that roof is ready to fly off. It's already bent. Came up bent. Watch this. This wind came out of nowhere. You see all the seagulls going like crazy in circles and circles there. I got upstairs here, but I'm trying to figure out. This is like bizarre. This place, so many deadbolts and keys. It took me like 10 minutes just to find the one key. See, I'm thinking I'm missing keys here. It just can't be Can't be right. See, that fits in there, but it doesn't turn. That one's open. He said I can have anything in the garage. Talk to the builder. It doesn't work either. You want to just label stuff. See, this doesn't go through. This is like a big job here. It'll take forever. See, that's locked now. Okay, well that's unlocked. Okay, we got to this one. It's actually, you wouldn't believe it's so renovated. Like I would have never guessed it. We'll do a tour in a minute, but would have never guessed it to be this clean like this. Like it's flawlessly clean inside. The outside looks like a dump. That's one door there. So we have one upstairs, one this one. That's open. But there's a good excuse for me not to finish or to even work today here. I can do a little bit, but not all of it. Come on. Okay, not these two keys. Not that one. It's missing keys, that's the problem. So get that open, that open. There's some good stuff in that garage. I'm gonna back up and just load. Let's see if I got a key for this shed. It's a deadbolt. When come on. The keys are all over the place. See, some fit, but they don't turn. So you have to access all areas of this whole property, every room. Okay, well, I can't get in here. Might be junk in there. That one, if I have to break the door, I'll break the door, but it's a big shed actually. It's like a double shed almost. See. It's pretty empty actually. There's some junk in it, but see, the outside has been painted, but I guess with this ugly stucco, that's all you could do. Oh, that's actually nice here. Scotland. Does it say Scotland? Scotland, I like that. This one might be one. Nope. It's not retarded. Okay, well that's that. There's no power on all these buildings. Everything's renovated identical. It's got tiles everywhere. The whole place is tiles. No power. Light fixtures missing. That's a really old building, actually. I try to find the assessment for it. I can't get this one up for some reason. Those 2 doors open, 3 doors. A lot of samples here because I think there's 2 different stuccos here. Like the same time period probably, but there's 2 different applications. See, it's different looking, right? Even though it's probably the same time period, I gotta take 5 and 5 to 10 samples, boom. And then I'm gonna take 6 window putty, Got 16 samples, then I need at least a couple on the roof. There. Let's see if I can get this next door open. It's definitely not that one. It doesn't fit. It fits nice there, but doesn't open. Every key fit perfectly and turned. See? Doesn't look jammed or nothing. See, that one fits in nice, but doesn't do nothing. Okay, well. Okay, I'm gonna back up to that, and I'm gonna take some crap out of this shed here. But let's take a tour in a minute. See what's good here. See, the roof came out. See, it looks like that. See, it blew apart. Oh, sockets there. This is actually a bending thing. It's actually a cutter. It needs to be. It's rusty, but it's a cutter actually. Beverly shear. It's a shear. Put in oil and loosen up. There's all kinds of good stuff here. Oh. But I guess the people left it behind, right? That's the problem. Is this a battery charger? Okay, well, let me just get set up here. Another sign for collection. We serve 24-hour school administration. A little free sign. Grab these bottles straight away. Sounds like there's a lot of bottles there. Very heavy bag. Very heavy. Got it chewed apart by the rats. Oh, there's no rats in there. I need my ladder. Shear is nice. Shear. It's really heavy. Cheap tools, anyways. That's benefits about inspections. People move out. See, he wanted me to do inspection. People live here. I can't do it. These houses are hard enough to do when they're empty. This is like for grow up. Exhaust fans, what I can use these for. Air movement in the garage. Air circulation. It's all tools here. Whole totes full of tools and just junk. It's a heavy cord. So scrapyard said if I separate appliance wires, like the you know, the ones that cut off, you know, the little single-stranded wires, insulated, it's more money. Oh, there's good stuff in here. Lots of tools. Whew. That's so heavy. That's fighting things, I think. Yeah, they are. We'll see grow up bulbs. See the bulbs? I told you to grow up. This is a CO2 generator. Creates CO2, natural gas. That's what it is. Ballast here. Grow show. Been here for a while. It's all for grow. It's a big grow show. Take these bulbs out. See these sockets here? And not these. This is mercury vapor inside here. You don't want to be dealing with these, breaking these apart. Little gas can there, but this will beat up. A couple tubs here will come in handy. This filter's so dirty. Don't know what they were vacuuming, you know. Look at the sandpaper. 3M coated abrasive discs. Who knows? See that? That's all bodywork, sanding wood and stuff. Leave that for now. We'll get it tomorrow. Most likely I'll be here tomorrow too. There's too much work here. So you gotta draw maps, you gotta do all kinds of stuff. I think that's it for this crap. I can't believe how heavy these bags are. Okay, I'll give you a tour in a minute here, stand by. See, the wind got so strong and knocked this cabinet down. Just a weird wind came out of nowhere. Started going all over the place. That thing had stainless steel, I bet you. They skinned it. They took the stainless steel off it. Okay, let's go. We're gonna park in front there, so that I don't trust this area here. I park in Front Street. There was a cop next door where all those guys are hanging out there. Or were you talking to the people there? I'll probably just sample the inside today or something. Maybe do the outside, probably get that over with, and then map it up and stuff. We'll see how far. I'll put my headlamp on. Definitely gonna be a workout. Okay. Okay, so we'll just give you a tour on one side here. Looks like it's been fully renovated. That's all. Everything looks pretty renovated, pretty new looking. But you gotta remember, everywhere there's a floor, like ceramic, we have to smash the ceramic to look for a floor underneath. Lots of hammering. It's actually old drywall for sure on the outside. It's probably like the 70s. I can't see the date of the house. It's a problem. I don't see any asbestos tape, but it's old drywall for sure. You can tell. Could be asbestos drywall. This whole building. Put a beam in here. It's older looking, older wood. Looks older than 1970. Looks like a 50s almost. Maybe it's a 50s building. Big spider running there. Piece of the HMS right there. That's an old furnace, pre-70. There's a washroom here. There's a big step here. So it's pretty basic. Closet. Okay, well, this is downstairs now. We're only going to show you the one side. Their mirror image, they're fully renovated, the same, identical. Everything's the same. Same ceramic tiles, same everything. See, the roof is just flopping in the wind. And there's no power on these places too, so that's gonna suck. This could be plaster, this material, I think. Seems really hard. That's an ironing board, was here closed in. See the outline? It's an ironing board. Closed in. Same, you put wash and dryer, stacking. And the old stairway. This looks like a pretty nice one actually. There's plaster, Blvd plaster actually. So you can see maybe. This could be from the 40s. This place looks like a 40s style almost. But you just never know. Yeah, had asbestos lined registers. See that? See the outline? The heat register came from here, and they probably renovated the whole place, not the outside, and put floor heating in. See, there's a tongue and groove fir, then thin 3/8 plywood, then ceramic. So they did a big rental here, but when? So that means plaster, could also be drywall covering plaster. It's an older tub. Looks like a 70s rental. It's an older tub. Not cast iron. Okay, attic space, that's good. But it's a flat roof. So what's that tell you? It's possible that it had it peaked and they made it flat. I bet you that's going to be nothing up there, or just maybe a foot or two at the most. Closet. Wish I could tell the date here. I have to try to do search again. Didn't come up on assessment. Original fireplace. So mirror image. This is the north side. That's the south side. It's identical. So no point in showing the whole building. There's nothing in there. They're all empty. They all have ceramic tile everywhere, no flooring. So that means it's going to be a big job, this job, just to determine the floors, which I might just do what I can and come back maybe Monday, just because there's a lot of hammering. I don't want to hammer too much on the weekend. Get noise complaint, right? That's actually a nice stacker, actually, if it works. It's the old broom. Broom, it's a new Okay, I think that's it for this tour. A little bit of treasure, which is nice. Tools and crap, you know. These cabinets look a bit older. I think they're still the plywood. Could be 40s, I don't know. It doesn't look like 40s, but it's possible. I'll go through the materials a little bit better in detail. And LED, yeah, it's an LED light up there too. See, that kind of stuff, you know, I would just take off. Because this builder I'm dealing with is a really good guy. They don't care, right? He's building for someone else, but, you know, he would tell me, you know, don't touch this, don't do that. I know what I can do, right? This is a balcony. It's a big railing system. Okay, well, I think that's a tour on this one. See, this putty I gotta test. That putty sometimes come back suspicious, right? So what I'll do is I'll take, you know, I take maybe 5, because the building's the same time period, but I'll take one each window, and maybe 5 or 6 I'll do, just because it's almost like 2 buildings in one. See, I think the roof has been changed because there's about a foot space there, maybe 15 inches, 20 inches maybe. Where's the ceiling point? Oh yeah, so that edge here, bottom lip, is the ceiling, and above that is an airspace. Just gonna get some air in here, air to air place, so it doesn't stink or nothing, but it's just nice to have fresh air in the place. Okay, we'll see what happens. This may be the end of the video, we don't know, but if it is, it is. The highlight is I got some, you seen what I got is the main thing. See, like all this here, so I'll probably take that window, take this one, 2 in the front, maybe 1 on the bottom or something, and I'll do the stucco. I'll probably do the outside today, and then I'll work on the suite, so maybe this up and down suite, and I'll phone a builder. I'll say, hey, they gotta break the door or something, and then maybe come back Monday and I get the top and bottom done. I can hammer a bit today. Noise bylaw's been more like, it's 8 o'clock, but it's a weekend, so I can probably make a noise till about 6 times it now, probably what, 4? Well, 3:16, so it's still not bad for time. Okay, I just want to show you here, I found some stats here. The address he gave me was the address of the other side, but when they legalize these duplexes, they give you one address. So this is the official address. So what it is 1,923,000, but it's probably worth more because they can build another duplex here, or maybe 2 lots. Built in 1960, 1-story duplex, basic, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 66 by 113. So that would be 2 33-foot lots, and they would go for 1.5 each. So it's worth probably $3 million, this property. But if they build a duplex, it's still worth the same, because it's still, that's what it is. So 805 up, 805 down square footage. So 1,600, so it's 3,200 square feet, both sides. It sold for in 2021 of June, sold for $1,925,000 for this property. But prices since June, crazy. So prices since June are way higher, just because these are really good lots, really desirable for duplexes and so on. So for sure it's worth minimum 2.5 plus, but they'll build a duplex. The duplex will go for probably 1.7, 1.8, even 2 million each. They'll build a duplex, so someone's gonna make $500 to $1 million if they build a house here. That's what they'll make. So these are moneymaker properties, right? Even though it's run down on the outside, the inside is still nice. And they're probably getting rent, I would say, probably $2,000 per floor, I would think. So probably $8,000 rent on this property, I would think. This is easily worth $2,000 down here for sure. You know, just because that's what it is. Rents are ridiculous now. it is technically a 1 bedroom here, but you know, they'll probably slam people, you know, a couple people here, a couple people there, and then you know how it is, right? But this is probably 2,000, yeah, 2,000 here, 2,000 up, $8,000. So you almost got $100,000 of revenue coming in on this property. So there's a good potential for moneymaker. Okay, just want to show you how you could date drywall. I think that's 1990, 5th month, 05, 1759, that's when this material was produced. It tells you the time, dust coming off the thing. So it looks like it's a newer drywall, but who knows? So it looks the same date codes there. They go by the date codes when, if you're not testing your drywall, you know it's old, when you want to dump it. Oh, look at this. Never even seen it. Big copper bonus. See? It all comes in there. See, all the copper's still sitting here. They didn't even take it out. All the copper, they went plastic and left all the copper in. Except this is copper here, but anyways, 2 pounds of copper just sitting right there. I love that. Okay, but just realized here, this is a raised house. It's been raised because if you look at this entryway, this should be the upstairs, unless there was a stairway, like a steep stairway that came up here, which I doubt because it's too high. That's an entryway of a normal level. It's nothing plastered I can see, but I'm thinking it was raised because the chimney downstairs is clay, not clay, it's cement bricks. All the fireplaces here is made out of like the red clay. So they obviously raised it. That's why the downstairs is new. I'm thinking. I went in the attic, their insulation is good, but this is a style of house. That's why it's so, you know, the stairway's here. Only thing that's could have been a stair, like a steep stairway maybe at one time or something. Still kind of, unless it had maybe a small, they raised it up a few feet, maybe like 10, you know, 6, 7 feet maybe. That's a possibility too, right? Just trying to figure these houses, how they're built. What's the concrete slab here too? It's a little bit strange. Something weird here, I don't know. It could have raised it up like say 5, 6 feet, that's all, and dug the basement down a little bit. Because that looks like more like the level, the edge of level, and maybe it could have been beyond that strip, maybe another 2 feet. So they raised it up, I think, and put a level below. That's my guess, to be honest. What I can see here, but still working here, like I say. I did get, I took the door knocker off, which is kind of nice. It's a Scotland or something in there, but I kind of like it. It's brass, but it's probably pretty early. Okay, so I can do maps here. See, I do maps and layouts, and I have to show where the samples came from. Like for instance, this is the door here. This is the layout here. Well, say you're looking this way. It doesn't matter how you look, but that's the back is the kitchen, and you got a furnace area, a little closet here, and then your living room, your bathroom, bedroom. Gives you a little layout, and X's mean drywall, little circles mean flooring, and then TC is textured ceilings. You have to do that. So what I did downstairs, since the square footage is not that much, I took 3 textures and 5 drywall. That should cover that whole base in 1 floor. Same with stucco. I took 5 stuccos on the top, 5 stuccos on the bottom, and I took 5 window putties. So 2 in the front, 3 in the, no, 2 in the front, 3 in the back. Then I took the roof, 2 in the roof, 1 at the shed. So, and that's the variations what you do. It's really hard smashing that towel on the concrete down there. I just cut my hand, just a little bit of, it's so sharp, right? Just a little flake hits you, cuts you. But, and like here is there's all out of a shed. But these will be scaled better. You know, when I draw it, I use, you know, rulers and all that, and I put numbers too. So wherever the sample comes from, say laboratory, say that's number 10, I'll put like this 10, and I'll circle like that in that area. Maybe one day I'll show you another map of how it's complete. People are just always asking, what kind of inspection am I doing? What am I doing? Well, I'm taking samples for asbestos. So what I do is take samples, send it to a laboratory. My son's got his own laboratory, so I use my son's laboratory. He gives me results. I base this whole inspection on the results. And I make notes of PCB light fixtures, but that's not PCB, that's a LED, but 2 downstairs. Mercury, not mercury, this is there's radioactive material in these smoke detectors, right? And then there's also a mercury vial in here. So I'll take this vial, I'll take a note of it, see, yeah, it's mercury, put in the report. So that's kind of things have to be taken out before demo. That should be taken out. I'll take one sample off this, just a cement off here, just to get a little reading off that. That should be taken out, recycled properly. If that was a ballast, it should be taken out and checked, because any ballast prior to 1970 has PCBs possibly inside the oil. What the black tar stuff is really oil that dries up over time, but there's PCBs in there. If you want to wonder what PCBs are, I'm not sure how to pronounce the proper term, but if you look it up, I'll tell you, it's a bad chemical, causes cancer. So I'm still plucking away here. I just wonder why they took this, he took the tap out of here. I think I took the whole thing off, the seal and everything. But anyways, so I'm still working on the second level. I got the map done now. This won't go so bad, because once the map is done, it's just, as long as I can access the vents here, I can access the floor. Wherever there's no floor, no vent, I have to smash the tile. So I can look at the flooring. Same with here, I can see usually, if anything, there'll be floors here and floors in the kitchen. Those are most obvious. But also bedrooms will have flooring in the old. There's flooring here, I can see it. There's a floor tile in here, see that? Look a little closer so you can see it. See there? A little floor tile here. So I'll have to take a reading of it. Looks like floor tile, maybe it's not floor tile. I'll have to double check, but I know there's a fur floor here. A lot of times when the fur got really rough and beat up, they'd put a tile over it. It looks almost like a tile, but it might be a fur. It's a kind of a red stain. But you know, we'll have to double check everything 100%, right? We'll actually smash this and chisel a bit and take a better look. So anyways, that's a little bit of a little rundown of what I do. So a house like this, being a duplex, it's got to take about 4 or 5 hours for one guy. It's just because you can't miss anything, right? Because people are relying on your accuracy on a report, otherwise they can get affected with asbestos dust. We look under the coating here. I just assume them. This has a coating. This is just the tar here, but it's still a coating. But we don't test these because we assume them to check it out. Also kind of cool. For now, we assume a few things here just because if we take 1 million samples, I mean, it's just cheaper to get rid of the sink and throw it into a bag, asbestos bag, if it has a coating, right? Not all coatings are asbestos, but some are. So I just don't know. And stuff like this, I like to look under here because many times stuff falls through, stuff falls down. Just bags of crap. No treasure, but it's worth a look, right? You never know what you find, just randomly people throw stuff in there. I found toys and stuff. They put sometimes a hole in the wall, they put a toy in a wall. Kids, you know, they play, stuff gets lost that way, right? I found like old postcards, paper stuff. Just never know. But anyways, that's it for now.